Assalamualaikum. I'm Isnaini Maratal Hasda. In here, I wanna told you in this my presentation, in this article review that I choose from the title is Code Switching in Sociocultural Linguistics, a critical review, based on Chad Nilip's Code Switching in Sociocultural Linguistics. Okay. For the next slide, let's go. Okay, this is my PPT. There are create. The table of contents is the first one is introduction, and the second is methodology, and the third one is findings in the article, and the next is strength, weakness, and future direction in the main article that I choose actually, and the last part is conclusion. Okay, the next part, let's okay, the first one is the enema of code switching. This is basic of meaning is code switching. This is code switching as the act of alternating between two or more languages or language varieties in a single conversation or discourse. The problem is, despite its prevalence, there's a significant lack of a precise self-definition of code switching across different academic disciplines. This is particularly in linguistic and social sciences, and then this is ambiguity can hinder consistent research and understanding. The next one is this is comprehensive literature survey. In this methodology from the article I choose, this is the paper by Chad Nilip's employs a comprehensive review of existing literature. The second is it is surveys foundational studies as well as contemporary sociocultural approaches to code switching. This is the primary method involves critical analyzing how code switching has been defined and studied across various linguistic and social science disciplines. The next slide. This is the defining the code and its function. The definitional ambiguity. This is main finding. It is almost in this article. The central issue in this article is the problematic equation of code with linguistic variety or language, and much of the research. This structural focus often overlooks the functional and meaningful aspect code switching. And the second is early perspective. From the Winrich in the 1953, a few frequent alternation as a product or poor parenting. This is folk in the 1954, so it is a natural contact phenomenon. This third one is precursors to functional analysis. This is the concept of dialogia from the Ferguson in the 1959, and the Fishman is the 1967, and the laid groundwork for understanding situational and metaphorical switching. Additional Camper's contribution. John J. Camper's work on situational and metaphorical switching highlight how linguistic form is affected by setting participants and topic. He later emphasizes conversation code switching as a contextualization cue. In the Snipes' proposed definition, this code switching is defined as the practice of selecting or altering linguistic elements to contextualize talk in interaction. Okay, we're gonna move to the next slide. Yeah. Okay. The next my PPT shared is the further findings, models, identity, and interaction. This is three streams of sociocultural scholarship: Maryscotton markedness models, identity and code choice, interactional linguistic, and optimal approach. For the next slide is the strength, weakness, and future directions in this article. This is the strength of the article. Is the first one is comprehensive review and synthesis of diverse perspective on code switching. The second one is effectively highlights definition ambiguities and methodological challenges in the field. And the third one is critically accesses prominent models while showcasing insight from identity and interaction studies. And the last is, but not least, propose a refined definition that emphasizes dynamic, interactional meaning making. Okay, for the weakness, while the paper critiques the coach for the same is linguistic variety equation, it could further elaborate on practical implication for researchers attempting to operationalize linguistic elements for empirical analysis. This is paper focused on academic discourse, a brief inclusion of a real-world example of how these theories manifest in everyday code switching could enhance accessibility for a broader audience. This is the future research avenues is the further explore the interplay, investigate precise mechanism by which linguistic form, and then examine how these meanings are negotiated and understood in real-time interaction. Okay, for the conclusion. The conclusion in this article and this my review from the article journal. By the way, I found and I get it, this article journal is Google Scholar, yeah. From the uh, it is if this web for the recommended from the final article journal is relevant, but we have to use from the specifically from the content is the can win it. Okay, okay. We gonna back to from the PPT share. Okay. For the conclusion, it is code switching is more than just language alternation. It is a dynamic practice of contextualizing talk. This is understanding its function requires an interdisciplinary approach, combining an ethnographic insight with detailed discourse analysis. Nileb's work provide a valuable framework for future research to explore the nuance what speakers use linguistic choices to construct meaning and negotiate identity in multilingual interactions. This is from a critical review from my article that I choose. That I I hope this is content just insightful from you. Let's I hope so. And then it is enough for me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the attention. I'm Istani Maratul Hasta. Bye bye. See you until. Thank you. Bye bye.